WikiLeaks has slammed the BBC for spreading fake news after a journalist from the network suggested the whistleblower's revelations were supporting particular political candidates in the run-up to elections. Well, let's cross live now to London and to Anastasia Churkna there. Give us the details here, Nastia. How did this spat actually play out?
Well, indeed, it seems like a spat is in full swing between WikiLeaks and the BBC. First off, we have to keep in mind that we saw a BBC inquiry, the so-called show called The Inquiry, release a report dubbed "Can You Believe What You Read on WikiLeaks?", asking lots of questions about the activities of WikiLeaks.
It's been reported in the last few days that WikiLeaks, the website that publishes classified information, has interesting material on the three main candidates in France's upcoming presidential election.
Well, this could be seen as yet another attempt of many to try to connect the dots between the WikiLeaks website as well as Russian activity. This is something that we've seen time and time again unraveling, especially during the US presidential cycle. But in this particular case, using examples such as a headline of a Russian newspaper that reads, "Assange is going to pour oil on the fire of the presidential campaign in France," their attempts to try to connect some dots between the unraveling presidential campaign in France. We've seen these insinuations unraveling on Twitter as well. Let's take a look.
Could be coincidence, but funny how Julian Assange gets leaks of emails that hurt candidates who Moscow oppose. Now it's Macron's turn.
Well, here, of course, WikiLeaks didn't want any of it, and they stepped in by tweeting, "Here's UK State TV's BBC Nick Robinson spreading false information to 723,000 people. Nick, WikiLeaks tweeted information on all candidates, Macron the least." And they did proceed to show that they have thousands of files available on other presidential candidates, including François Fillon and Marine Le Pen. So there, BBC weren't really able to make that point come across quite well. Of course, all of this comes as also here in the UK, the Labour Party leader, Jeremy Corbyn, has accused the BBC of reporting fake news.
There's a story going about that you've set a date for when you're going to quit as Labour leader.
Somebody keeps
That's
scrolling.
in the I made it up yesterday.com.
You've not considered for a moment whether you as leader are damaging the party's
I'm really
chance.
surprised the BBC is reporting fake news.
Well,
there is no news.
What I'd like...
Well, let's keep in mind that this is not the last or first time when the BBC gets accused of some sort of bias. We do know that here in the UK, on more than one occasion, people have come out to protest issues such as coverage by the BBC of issues such as Palestine, the Scottish independence referendum, and, of course, last but not least, Brexit.
Live from London, bringing us right up to date. Anastasia Churkna, thank you.